succeeded in the thing. This is the starting page. This is how the game starts out. I have not made a driver file. You can create a new driver in here. Just put your name in. Say which gender you have. You can choose freely. I'm not going into all that. And then it's just a normal calendar. And it works like any Windows calendar ever. And just choose a date. I'll just choose one. If you have a picture of yourself, you can put it here. I don't have a picture of myself I want to put, so we're just going to use that one. So, new driver. And then I can open my personnel file. You can see my name, my birthday, the date of my hiring. That's the date of my hiring is when I did this. You can see how many tickets I sold, how much I earned, how many kilometers I've been driven, how many bus stops, how many times I've been early, late, rating, ticket selling, how good have I been at it, how good have I been at passenger comfort, how many times have I crashed into something, or hit something, or hurt pedestrians, and all that. And there's nothing yet because we just made the driver, so really there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's just how it goes. There's nothing. Let's see. You can choose some options in here to set the graphics. Yes. I want reduced multi-thread. No. Graphics. Yeah, I want reflections. And I said reflections on 4. The more you put these, the higher you put these sliders, the more strain you put on your graphics card. So consider how hard your graphics card is to work and what's the target frame rate. I've set my targeted frame rate at 60. You can set yours higher if you like. Advanced graphics options. I have set that if my frame rates are 40 or below, it needs to reduce things and start doing things. And it has to stop with this economy model. If I'm over 100 frames per second, then there's no point in it still continuing. That could be 60 in reality, because that's what you're going to watch in today. So if my frame count is below 10, then, and if it's above 25, increase how far I can see. Then sound settings, how high and what to do. AI traffic. The more traffic you add, the more you will have to deal with on the road. Right now it's at 50%. I can set it to 100, 150, whatever I think is the appropriate number. You know, I can make a heavy traffic day where it's almost impossible to get anywhere, and where you get stuck and the schedule goes out the window. Then there are keyboard and game controls. I won't do those because then it will load forever, but it's just setting up a game controller if you have one. Keys, yeah, maybe, you can see. There are a lot of keys. And I find the easiest way to control this bus is with the num keypad. That's just the easiest way. Here are my add-ons. You can get many more. Choose your flavor, you don't have to get them all. Back to the general tab. I have ticket selling on advanced. You can take ticket selling off, then you don't have to worry about it at all. Easy, you only have one type of ticket. Advanced, you have all of them. You have children's tickets, you have short distance tickets, you have full distance, you have everything. Down here at the bottom you have automatic steering wheel centering. Modern buses have this, but if you like to drive the older style buses, they don't have this feature. So this would really be cheating. Automatic clutch, the old buses, well, those with automatic gear does have an automatic clutch, so you don't have to worry. But if you choose one with manual gears, it does not come with an automatic clutch. Dynamic wheel speed. Newer type buses does have this, so all the wheels matches each other, and make sure that the outside wheel drives a certain speed and so on. It's still something older buses didn't have this, but it's a technology for newer buses if you like to play around with that. You can set time, date, whatever. And this will use your current date and time on the map. If you click all these, you'll not be able to set the time manually. Then it will use your computer's clock to see what time and date it is. I'm sorry, I have a little throat. And that will just be it. I'll load this without buses, and it will be the Grundorf. That's kind of the test map, where you can test things out. If you have a new bus and you're not certain it will work and stuff, you can test it there. And that's how it goes. I will just take one of these places. You can take whatever of those three you like. It doesn't matter. We will take over this bus here. I can either click on it or I can do it down here. Here we have a box of options. Choose a new bus. We're not going to do that. We're going to take over this harmonica here. So we can take over the bus. We can stop driving the bus we're in. Stop driving the bus at next time I stop. Let the computer drive the bus, but I stay inside it, but it will be the computer driving. There's the schedule. Choose a schedule. Choose a number and destination. Call emergency services like police. Repair. If you're driven into something and you have collision on, you will take damage. There's the refuel and wash if you're running out of fuel. You can pull up to a gas station and hit this and it will fill up your bus and wash it. Here we go. Show where to go. Show this where to turn and all that. It's driver assistant maybe, or GPS. Time of day. Weather. Steering wheel options, and yeah, more options. Weather. Let's do something people like when it's heavy snowfall. So we can give it a second. Now snow is falling. We'll take over a bus. We'll take this one here, the MAN NG272GN92 beige. That will be our bus. And we will click on the CPU driver and say we would like to drive this one. Do you want to drive? Yeah. I'm taking over the schedule. Now here I don't have to choose a schedule, it already got one for me up here. If you push insert, the button insert, you will automatically look at the schedule no matter where it's placed in the bus. Different types of buses in this game, it will be placed in different places. Some will have it in front, some will have it down the side, others will have it, yeah. So depending on where it is, the driver, when you push insert, you will just look at the schedule. Now we have some more buttons here. F1 inside the bus, F2 from the from passenger's perspective, And when you're in passenger perspectives, you can also open and close windows. There's some in the ceiling and there's some on the side here. It's simple, you click on them, they open, you click on them again, they close. You can push the stop button and it says up there, going to stop next time. And let's see if we can see that again. There, up there. Up here, it will tell the destination, where we're going and what's the next stop. Okay, let's go outside. F3. See, the roof is still open here, and we can close it from the outside too. So. Yeah, you have to be kind of precise with these, but as I said, you can also open the side windows from the outside. This one is a harmonica, or bendy bus, or whatever you want to say. And it has 2 exits, and it flexes in the middle. And right now it's just standing here. Now, if I don't want my side box out here with all my options on, I will just push Alt and it's gone. Some like to use that box to set this up here, but I'll show you in a minute how it's done. Now, I know I need to go from here 13:37. Let's have a look at the time. There are 2 ways to determine time. There's a small clock down here at the speedometer. It's hard to see in this version of the bus. You can push 0 on this thing over here and see we have about 3 minutes till we have to leave. Yay. So, in this bus, key in, electronics on, and we need some light. You turn the key to get some light. Now it's stopped, the engine is off. You turn off on engine on the top button, turn off on the low button. Heating for the engine, emergency lights. You see, they're blinking all the lights. No need for the emergency light, maybe a little for the engine heating. Now, all the panel buttons here do something. Direct drive, lights. I don't think we need the driver's light. See, the driver's light is the first one, this is the passenger lights. Lower the bus and yeah. Not lower the bus. Wheelchair ramp in and out. ABS on and off. Pram needs to get off. More heating stuff down here. Heating options and coolant options. Thermometer to see the heat. This button, if you're in a tight turn with this, you need to push it down. That one and that one. And it will help you out, because this bendy bus can get into some situations where it's hard to get out. Here, regulation for your windscreen wipers, and wash button in the middle. Stationary brake, stop brake and 8 o'clock switch. Not really something we need. Let's see. Parking brake on, pressure, pram, turning, battery, lubrication is needed, door open, lubricating, too far bend, and emergency, and wheelchair and stuff. That's basically it. Speedometer in kilometers, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Engine temperature, low. Pressure gauges, fuel gauge, V for voll, it's German. V for full. And R, it's pretty much empty. We got half a tank, so we are okay. And we are 1 minute late, so now we really have to do some. 9 and course. 07600. The last two zeros in this number I put up here. First one is the line number. I'm not in the hundreds, so I start with 0 because I'm not in the hundreds. I am in the tens, I am 76 and 6. The last one I can put 10, it will be an express. Let's have a look. 7 CE express bus, or I can do a 07601 and then an express 70C. It depends on where you want the E. If you push 10, it will be last. If you put it, if you put this one last, you will have it in front. It's just what you prefer. So I'm just going to, this is a 0600, boom. I'm going to do a route number, and this you'll have to consult the manual, because there are many route numbers. I think it's number 2, no, it's route 1, it's E. Dorf Krankenhaus, E. Small village, Einstein Village Hospital. Now, this allows you to open the doors. Numpad minus, numpad add, numpad divide, add, divide, add, divide. There we go. It's only the front doors you open. You do not have to worry about the back doors. They will take care of themselves. And now we are 2 minutes late, 3 minutes, so we're real bus driving. In the new buses like this, the heat is located up here. And you can put some heat on up here. And you can play around with these options. All the buttons work. You can see if you want any, if it's at all for you and whatnot. This one is def, that's to get it very hot very fast. We don't need that. Low blow, 3 is the highest, 0 it's not doing anything. It's just setting on it on low, because the more fans we have going, the more it will make a noise. Gearbox, neutral, reverse, drive. There, drive. Reverse backs you up, and yeah. If you use the standard num key, you will notice that 9 and 7 is your turn signal. 7 is for turning left, and 9 is for right, and you use the comma on the num key too, or the punctuation on it to get it off. You'll have to go to period, then you get the handbrake, and we're basically off now. You have the handbrake off. And if you are looking somewhere and you push spacebar, you will get the direct look in front and see where you're going. And we're real fast now because we're 5 minutes late on a snow day, so that's good. People love us on snow days. See, I'm trying to signal that I'm going to stop here. And stop, minus, add and divide. Doors open. People get in.
Jedes Mal zu spät.
Hey, I know, I'm late. Now we have been here in the first, then we do the queue, and then we switch to...
Nordspitze.
It tells me that we're going to railroad station Nordspitze, and that's kind of where we're going. Now this does rumble, and you can hear the wheels and the bus shakes and everything. And be careful. Most people think, oh, it's easy, but this does have some physics that when it's snowing, you can't stop. See, the bus won't stop and you have to... these buses have a turning circle, and when you hear the bendy part squeak, that's not really good. So be careful, you can easily hit other cars.
Einmal normal bitte. Park.
One normal ticket, now we get to a ticket machine. Short haul children, normal
Eigene Fahrkarte kaufen.
normal adults, and all day ticket. He's asking for a normal day, it costs 270, so he needs to get 37.
Hallo.
Ein Fahrschein bitte.
Need to get 7 mark and 30 zurück, or back. And it's the same here.
Hallo, ich möchte gerne
Print
Fahrschein
ticket,
haben.
give money,
Einmal normal bitte.
and he gave me the exact change. And then you have to click on the coins, and then they go into the machine. Now our money tray, 1 coin back, a 5 pfennig, and 3 5-pfennig pieces. Same here. 3 10-pfennig, 50 pfennig, and 1 mark, 4 mark. Notice the first 3 give 3 extra on the up one, and then it gets strange because then they start giving 4, and the last one again only gives 3. So you have 2 that gives 4 coins, and that's just how it is. See, doors closed, and add and divide, and minus for the door brake, and we're off, and we push Q for the next stop.
Elsterplatz.
And in these newer buses, they will tell what stop is coming up. The older buses, not so much. And your cash register will show the last stop we've been at, and it will show the time. And please do drive slow, it's snow. Don't think this is a race driving game, it's not. And the snow makes it hard to stop, even in this bus that's got the ABS. Think of some of the old buses you'll drive with no ABS, with no braking
Boah, es
assistance.
ist kalt hier, wie im Kühlschrank.
Runter.
This does have brake assistance, the old buses don't. So, in those you'll be having trouble. Now, I know where we're going, but if you didn't know, push the Alt and this one and you'll get the arrows that tells you, I'm going that way, yes. And then you can go out and basically see where you're going. Now there are some orange and yellow arrows telling you, oh, I'm going to the Krankenhaus, that's that way. I have to turn here, yes, and I'll do so. And there's the police. Please don't drive into them. And remember, you have to follow more or less the traffic rules here. This is not GTA or something else, where you're just going to drive like a madman. This is about driving sane and getting people to where they need to go safely. You are not rewarded in this game by doing things fast and rash. You're rewarded by doing it properly. There we go, come on in.
Einmal Kurzstrecke bitte.
Haben Sie nicht sowas wie eine
He
Heizung
wants
hier
a
im
short
Bus?
haul.
Ganz schön kalt hier.
Kurzstrecke. He wants short haul. That one, that one, that one,
Das ist
that
jetzt hier
one.
nicht ganz richtig.
You want short haul?
Entschuldigen Sie,
Oh, sorry.
ich wollte einen Fahrschein.
Yeah, you want
eine
the ticket.
normale Fahrkarte.
Fahrkarte or Fahrschein, that's the term for ticket.
Ich brauche eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
And sometimes just a Kurzstrecke. That means we need a short haul.
Hallo, ich möchte gerne Fahrkarte haben.
And if you take too long, they are complaining about you being too slow. Right now I'm slow because I'm trying to explain this as we go. It's 1.9 degrees in here, so this bus is pretty cold. But I have put the heat on. And they take some time to heat up. Now it's 2 degrees in here. When you do 1 or 2 runs with these buses, the heat will be there. But in the beginning, people will complain about it being cold, and it is because basically you don't have any heat on here. Now we are letting people off. This is a stop where a lot of people get off. Remember, they always have to do the minus after you stop. You have to get off the brake. And the period or comma on the numpad, depending on do you have an American or a European numpad. For the European numpad it will be a comma, on the American numpad it will be a period. There you go. That's the difference in how we do numbers.
Einsteindorf Ausbau.
And it's not that one. That is not our stop. That's a stop that's there to fool you. That's not your stop. Ignore it completely. Your stop is right here. This is where your stop is. And no need to open the front door because it's the last stop. And she pretty much told them, the announcer, that this is the final stop and we won't go any further. If you think it takes too long to get your bus up to heat and you can't wait, do this one. It will get you full blast. But be careful, it's easy to overheat the bus that way. Now, I sometimes when I do snow, I do the first run with the engine heater on. Then I take the engine heater off, because else at some point the engine will get too hot. Already now we can see oil pressure and so on oil is getting hotter, and it doesn't need to get way hot. We've been here.
Krankenhaus. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen.
We're here. But this up here, your IBIS in-bus information system, that's the one you need to get familiar with how to use. If you come one stop too far, there's one called work here. and it means back. And if you've gone one too far back, there's one button called forward. That means go one forward. Up here, normally when you put in the route and the line number, it will put in the sign, seal. It will put it in here, so you don't have to worry about it. Now it's 13:52. And yeah, we are 8 minutes late to start something this ride. But don't worry, we've done fine. This has been good. No problems at all. And we're happy. So that's something. This is the end. See you next time. Have fun driving your bus. Let's see what you can get out of this game. It's a lot of fun. There's an editor too. I don't know if that's too advanced to show you, but a lot of people are editing this game and trying to make their own DLCs and maps and buses and so on for it. So a lot of stuff is coming out, because these have been pioneering good bus models. What I would like to see is work on the character models, because they are frankly not that impressive. But the buses are nice and they work, and yes, let's have more of those. So, and it goes from very old buses to very new buses, and yeah, it's nice. So have fun with these, and let's see what you can come up with. Okay, bye.